Hey friends, this is E from the Empty Nester. Today I'm finally getting my Stevia plant put in. I decided to get a self-watering container and try this out, a store-bought one, versus what I've been doing for free, the 5-gallon icing buckets I've been getting from the grocery store. All I do is take an empty strainer like you would strain your food, and I found one for like 50 cents or a quarter at a yard sale. Just took screws and put in the sides of it, drilled out a hole and put the tube in to water it. But this one was about $8. I decided that I'm going to bring this plant in and out of the house and make cuttings from it to try to multiply it. Stevia, I've read that it doesn't do well from seed, that not many of the seeds sprout, so it's best to do it from cuttings. And I'm going to put it in just a standard potting soil mix, where in its native environment it grows in a dense non-fertile sand is what I read. In South America, I'll put in the description the area it came from, but I read that it's near water, but it doesn't like water. You know, it likes well-draining soil. So I actually should have just got sand and put in here and tried, but I'm going to take a risk at putting this potting mix that more than likely has some fertilizer in it, and see how it does in here. If it starts having issues, then I'll go buy sand and dump this and put it in sand. I'm going to bury it about the same height that it was buried in the container. See how it does. What I like about self-watering containers is it wicks water from the bottom up, where you're not drowning your plants with water. Tomatoes don't like water on their leaves, and I really don't know enough about this plant yet, other than you know, it used to be banned from our country until it was proven that it had good benefits. In Japan, this is pretty much all they use. Even the soft drinks are made with stevia. And since my husband is now a diabetic, we've been using stevia. It's around $6, $7, $8 a container for the granule type that's not prepackaged. It's quite expensive, where the plant itself was about $7. And if I can, you know, make my own, I read that you just take the leaves and dehydrate them and crush them up in like a coffee grinder, you know, when you're ready to use them. You don't want to pre-crush them. I'm not sure if it loses something if you pre-crush them or not, but I'm gonna give it a shot and see, you know, if I can grow my own. And I read too that the second year's growth is not as prolific as the first year's growth. That this likes full sun but not high heat. So by putting it in the pot, if we're way too hot one day, I can just move it into a shade and give it a little comfort. Next year I'll try growing it in the ground, and after this has maybe a week in the pot, I'm just going to take off some cuttings and strip the leaves down to the top 4 and place them in a bag of sand inside of a Ziploc bag, and try rooting them that way. And also I'm just going to take one and put it into regular soil and see, you know, if it'll just work in here with the tomato sprouts cuttings that I've got in here. but I guess that's it for today. Happy gardening, and thanks for liking and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it, and I'm really happy that you're enjoying my videos. Thank you.